tire, or a dead battery.
You know, if you have one flat tire or one battery service, that membership fee pays for itself.
Wherever you go, wherever you are, you can trust AAA to be there when you need them.
Call AAA today and find out how much you can save.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sean, founder of 4M Dental Implant Center. If you have missing teeth, I can change your life with a beautiful set of permanent teeth all in one day, just like Peter.
I'm so much more comfortable now talking to people, smiling. I mean, my life has changed completely. What a difference a smile makes.
I want to help you too. Call us now for our very special offer.
Call 844-4M-DENTAL.
At Jacoby & Myers, when we get justice for you, it can make a big difference in your life. Here's what that means. Insurance offer, $100,000. Our result, $4.65 million.
Jacoby & Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
Now, Southern California's news leader, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Now at 11, President Trump takes aim at movies made outside of the U.S., and it could have a huge impact on Hollywood. The tariffs the movie industry could soon face.
Just moments ago, Michigan authorities wrapped up a news conference on the deadly shooting and fire at a Mormon church yesterday. We'll tell you what we're now learning about the suspect, a former Marine.
And the ground moving again in Rancho PV. Geologists keeping a close eye on the bluffs. Good morning. This is Eyewitness News at 11 a.m. live on ABC 7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. I'm Colleen Sullivan.
And I'm Philip Palmer. President Trump says he plans to impose a 100% tariff on movies made outside of the U.S.
Eyewitness News reporter Monica de Anda is live in the newsroom with the very latest details this morning. Monica?
Colleen, Philip, good morning. President Trump made that announcement this morning in a Truth Social post, saying in part, the movie business has been, quote, stolen from the U.S., specifically calling out California and Governor Newsom, saying our state has been hit hard by films made outside the U.S. The president offered no additional context in his post, like when the tariffs could begin or which countries they would target. This isn't the first time Trump has threatened to impose this tariff. It was back in May that the president made the same threat, arguing that other countries offer tax incentives that have drawn filmmakers abroad. Now, if Trump follows through and imposes a 100% tariff on all movies made outside the U.S., it would mark the first time he's essentially imposed a tariff on a service rather than a good.
This might be all smoke, but nonetheless, they do have to take him seriously, and that causes a lot of fear in Tinseltown. A tariff on intellectual content, on creative content, is not like tariff on automobiles. It's not like tariff on steel. It's not like tariff on soybeans. It's not like something you can point at a physical thing and say, this is what it is. It's an intellectual property, and that can be as global as it can be local.
Governor Newsom responding to Trump's announcement this morning, saying in part, quote, his actions will cause irreparable damage to the U.S. film industry, adding, today's move is 100% stupid. Now, it remains to be seen if the president follows through on this threat and how exactly he plans to enforce the latest tariff. Of course, we'll stay on top of this story. Live in the newsroom, Monica de Anda, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Monica, thank you. Waves are building along our coastline, creating some dangerous conditions. A high surf advisory is in effect through Wednesday. Air 7 over Huntington Beach this morning, where 8 to 10-foot waves are possible. Those big waves, they're expected for south-facing beaches. Rip currents also a big concern today. Let's check in with meteorologist Carly Gomez. She is in for Brianna.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, we are seeing some of those high waves already this morning in Malibu. That is where we see the high surf advisory. For everyone else, we are looking at a beach hazard statement. So 5 to 8 feet for Malibu, Santa Monica 3 to 6 feet, Huntington 4 to 7, although that could push 10, just kind of depending on those swells. Newport Beach 4 to 7. We're going to see some of that high tide right around 2:11 p.m. Now, taking a look at our beach hazard statement, you can see it all the way just north of Rancho's Palos Verdes, but just south of Santa Monica. And that purple zone is the high surf advisory. Everything else is that beach hazard statement. Around the LA Ventura County area, we are looking at that in effect until Wednesday, 6 p.m. Everything south of that, we're seeing it in effect until Tuesday, 11 p.m. That's for Orange County as well as San Diego County. Long Beach, 71 degrees right now. A little bit of cloud coverage still out there. Otherwise, we'll see that sunshine later on this afternoon. And our temperatures are right around those mid 60s to low 70s this morning. Right around the afternoon, even for the beaches, we're still going to be right around the low 70s, 72 degrees or so by the evening, partly cloudy at 68 degrees. Do anticipate seeing a lot of our temperatures in the mid-70s for the next couple of days. The IE and valley spots could be closer to about 85 degrees. We'll talk more about what to expect for the rest of the week coming up.
Okay, Carly, thank you. Charlie Kirk's suspected killer was back in court today. Tyler Robinson was not physically there, but he did speak.
Do we have Mr. Robinson present?
Yes, Your Honor.
The case will be back in court October 30th after Robinson's attorney asked for more time to review the overwhelming evidence against the 22-year-old suspected of shooting and killing the high-profile conservative influencer Charlie Kirk earlier this month. Utah prosecutors charged the suspected assassin with aggravated murder, and they do plan to seek the death penalty. Meantime, Kirk's widow says his popular show will continue in his memory. And now to the latest in the deadly shooting at a Michigan church that left 5 people dead and several others injured. Investigators say they still don't have a motive after an attacker rammed his vehicle into the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints chapel yesterday and then started shooting, even set the building on fire. The gunman was killed within minutes in a police shootout. Investigators have now identified him as 40-year-old Thomas Jacob Sanford, who served with the Marines and was an Iraq War veteran.
We've seen gun violence in our schools, stores, parades, festivals, and our houses of worship. These are places that we go to feel connected, to feel safe, to be together.
This community is hurting, and we are here to help them heal. As part of that healing process, ATF has brought in their national response team. This is a cadre of world-renowned investigators for arson and explosive incidents. They have been used all over the world, and they come from places as far as California, Hawaii, and they're here in Michigan now.
Authorities say they have conducted hundreds of interviews and found suspected explosive devices linked to the suspect.
More land movement in Rancho Palos Verdes. Geologists are keeping a close watch over about 300 feet of bluffs that gave way Saturday on Marguerite Drive. LA County firefighters responded over the weekend. The slide is affecting at least 4 homes. So far, no major damage has been reported. The city says it's unrelated to the ongoing Portuguese Bend landslide about 4 miles away.
We're working very closely with the property owners that have been affected by it. At this point, it's dropped approximately 30 feet, may end up impacting the shoreline. So we're asking the public to stay away from this general vicinity.
The slide measures about 300 to 400 feet across and extends about 100 feet into the yards. The city says the slide is on private property and the cleanup and next steps will be determined by the property owners.
A major milestone for an Altadena couple who lost their home in the Eaton fire. Work on their new home is set to begin in a matter of days. Raimundo Baltazar and Jonathan Weedman broke ground on their new place over the weekend after getting their building permits. The couple lost almost everything in the fire. The only thing to survive, the front steps of their home. The plan is to incorporate those steps into the new build.
It's the steps that we used to walk out of our home that night, that morning, and will hopefully be the steps that we walk back in.
I can't wait to walk up those steps in a few months, through our front door, and back home again.
The couple hopes to move into their new home by June.
3, 2, 1.
And a new milestone as Pacific Palisades continues on its road to recovery. A medical and commercial building that was gutted by the fire is back open. The owners hosted a ribbon-cutting ceremony yesterday afternoon. It was a bittersweet moment because while the business is back, they lost their family home in the fire. Half of the 12 offices inside the building have already been leased.
The 2026 Rose Court has been announced. 28 finalists now down to 7.
We were there for the big announcement, and that is coming up. But first, this.
2 high